you fix it? Am I on the internet? My lord. Thank you, babe. My what?
Your internet driver.
What was that?
Because I was like, they slow down after a certain point.
What do you mean drivers?
Your internet.
My icons?
No, your driver, your internet driver. So you would right.
Where do I go in there to find that?
Just explaining it if you would give me a moment. So you would right click, and then you would go under devices and stuff. I'll show you. I'll leave it. I've had to do this with my laptop many times.
Okay, thank you, babe. I'm taking a recording right now of the gameplay, and I'm going to send it to you on YouTube. Okay? I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and I'm going to send it to you so you can see what I'm talking about. Beating this guy 4-2. I know my ankles. He doesn't know how to. Almost. What? Should we send a doctor?
You've had
I know. No, I turn it on and turn it off when I have a multiple. I don't see if I know I have a whole word, I'll just hit cap. I don't go look for shift unless it's a single capitalization, then I'll use shift. Babe, thank you for your help though. That was helpful. Johnny, take your nap. Yeah, I'm up to 5. He just scored his third. I'd update my driver. Okay, now go here. Go here. Yeah, he's getting real pissed. He's trying to time me. He's trying to time my shots. What he doesn't understand is that I got little shots that I can hit before or after his timing. Like, I'm faking his ass out, is what it is. And I know how to time his shots better than he can time mine. Fuck that one up. That one's, yeah. All right. And sips. The whole time I'm over here trying to just, oh, okay, now we're good. God, I love her for that. Thank goodness. She's more computer savvy than I am. She likes, well, she has to, in order to play her game, she has to, like, know how to do things. Yeah, not really, but kinda. And my whole fuck, man, the whole web might as well be dark for as much as you know. Like, just to get to fucking Google, you're like, oh, I'm on the dark web. You know, and it's like you go into incognito mode, and you're like, I'm on the dark web. Fuck, that shit's funny as fuck. She puts it in incognito mode. Polly, I was on the dark web today. And I'm like, no, that's dark mode. That's when it's like the screen is dark instead of white. That's dark mode. I'm on the dark web. I know. I clicked on dark and the whole screen went dark. Incognito. They'll never find me. I know it is. What the hell's going on here? Oh, there it is. There, now we go. I hate it when I don't have my fucking. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. You know, they got that drive-in. I'm gonna take Johnny to a drive-in. No, I'm serious. There's a drive-in here in town. I'm taking him. We're gonna go watch. You ain't gonna get it. I got it though. And I'm in. Fuck. Oh, that took forever. leave. Inquiry. Approved. View details. Starts on the 9th. What day is it today? The 8th? Okay. So. Okay, so to the 15th. All right, I am on leave. This motherfucker's over here talking shit. While I'm checking my email, I'm playing him. And talking on the phone. And trust me, he don't know what he's doing. He don't know. What? You don't need to. We're here. It's time. The calendar's for tomorrow. It's just my leave. You know, I don't have to go to work all week. That's all. Yeah, especially because, check this out, my next paycheck on the 15th is going to be the first class paycheck that I got. So it'll be like $3,200 instead of the $27. And it might even be more. It might be 33 or 34. Which is my entire mortgage in one check out of 3. I did my budget. I have to have like $1,290 in my account on the 12th, and then I have to have $750 in my account on the 25th or whatever. And that's how much I have to pay from all my credit cards and bills and stuff. And then I got my mortgage, so I got $1,290 plus $700, so it's like $2,000. So that's $5,000 total, like $5,200. And I'll be making around $8,000 a month. So, all right. Yeah, I mean, honestly, what I really ought to do is go get a tenant for this house. Okay. I mean, I should go get a tenant for this house. I should go take out as much equity as I possibly can out of a cash out refi. But the fact is that here's what's happening. Florida is doing something where the housing market is dying down before they'll open up the interest rates. Right now, those interest rates should be low and the value of that house should be high and the shit should be going crazy. But when you set it up, like it'll be like a feeding frenzy and it'll fuck up the entire economy. So what they're going to do is slowly lower the prices of the houses, and then they're going to open it up. Everything is controlled, Mom. Just so you know, every bit of our economy is controlled. They do not want to make a bunch of overnight millionaires. That's not what they want to do. Okay, so what they want is to have everyone comfortably dependent on the system. So middle class, but with really not that much money. This guy's kicking my ass. His confidence level is way too high. I haven't been able to demoralize him early on. So you have a couple minutes in the beginning of the fight to really show them that there's nothing that they can do. That you're trying to, but he's been able to dominate the game through his ability to control the ball. So because of that, he's confident in his angles and his attacks. I haven't made him second guess anything. So he goes for the bold stuff, and he's comfortable when he does it. But if I were to sit there and challenge him, he wouldn't feel confident in taking some of these more risky maneuvers. And so, like, he was like, because he's reading me the whole time. He's like, oh, is he going to juke to the left? Is he going to juke to the right? Right? And as long as I juke, then he's factoring that in to his ability to do stuff. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, no. There's no way to cover. Yeah, he won that one. Okay. Well, that felt good. She helped me out, and I'm good to go on leave. Yeah, see, check this out. Now we're going to go back over here. We're going to go to My Pay, which is right next door. Boom, My Pay. And once we're in My Pay, log in with my card. Okay. Let's set that off. Get this done before I start a new game. I agree to the government fucking bullshit message. We're going to go to my leave and earnings statement. Now, this doesn't come out until the 25th. So my last paycheck was $27.85.99. Okay. That was for the first. Net, yeah. So we're going to go back to last month. Total entitlements, $63.48. Total deductions, $35.33. Which means end of month payment was $27.85. Okay, cool. So but we need to go to the printer friendly version, so I can go down and look at my credit balance. Now I have 67 days on the books, so I'm at the end of this leave cycle. I'm still going to have 60 days, and now I have to be below 60 days by October. October 1st starts the new fiscal year. Anything above 60 days shaves it right off, and you can only start with 60 days. So I either need to be right at 60 or just below 60, otherwise I lose days. Now I lost a lot of leave before. I've lost 10 days here, 15 days there. I almost lost 25 days one year because I just didn't take leave, right? So now this time I'm taking a lot more leave. A little week here, week there. I don't need to take 20 days. In fact, if I time it right, I'll be able to take leave and have myself I'll work 2 days a week every week. That's it. 2 days a week until retirement if I played it right. Whether or not they'll let me do that, I mean, they have to approve it. Well, you never know. You never know. You never know. You know, like I'm a first class now. I'm not a fucking, you know, as long as I run my shit well, like my job has changed. It's about management. If I manage my shift and I got my guys all qualified and everything, there's nothing for me to do. Now, I wouldn't do that around eval season because they're going to need help writing all them evals. My job is to make sure that these guys benefit from my many years of experience. Whatever life lessons I've learned along the way, my job is to get them up to speed. Okay? Well, they're young. They're fucking basic. It's like basically having children in their 20s. Why? I lead men, Ma. I lead men. You can't, listen. You cannot lead men if you're not willing to sacrifice. That's all there is to it. Whether it be time, whatever. Like, you gotta be willing to know who you are. All right. So, likely. I said it's likely. Well, yeah, I don't. I can focus on getting this house super clean. That's really my main thing. I want to, Mom. You don't understand. I need to get my office built. A lot of the reason that I'm not organized is because I don't have an organized space. You know how I am. Your office is the kitchen, and you're no. I'm serious. Not to sound sexist, although that's hilarious. I'm saying you guys built an office in that corner. That desk. It didn't have to be. It was actually pretty cool. But you guys cut me. I mean, I don't know if granite was even an option back in the fucking 1800s when you built that house, but like the linoleum and the cheap shit, like the countertops you chose were cheap. I mean, they've lasted, but you're talking about, yeah, that's another thing. Your generation, I mean, seriously, your generation, it's just like you. No, no, no. You would have hardwood floors and you'd put linoleum over it. And we're supposed to take advice from you. No, 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 no. I know. Not in your I'm not saying in your case, but let me tell you something. We are able to go through the different trends of people and the decisions that they've made to save a buck or two during to be able to follow the trends of the 90s and like the popcorn ceilings. Oh yeah, love me some popcorn ceilings. Like that was the dumbest thing. Like what was so bad about having just a regular plain ceiling? No, you had to be texturized and hard to clean because it was a popcorn ceilings like fuck soot and right. So it was never practical ever. But you guys were in some weird like look at the fashions. How about the shoulder pads in the 90s? Don't forget about that. And the weird glasses and the big fucking hair and like I'm just look. I mean the hair ballads was, but you can't say that the 90s didn't have it. So like the bowl cuts, like what the fuck was going on in the 90s? Were you guys just out of ideas? Yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you. I have those pictures. I was playing this game the other night, and I had a guy who was like spamming comments because he thought he was playing well, and I says to him, "You think that I can't beat you?" And he's just like, what a save," like taunting me, like, "Ooh, yeah." And I'm like, "Do you think I'm trying right now?" And I wasn't. I was just kind of just letting my mind wander and hitting it, looking for different shots. I mean, I wasn't actively trying to beat him, but he kept talking shit. So I was like, you think I can't beat you? Question mark. And he's like basically letting me know, no, I don't think you can beat me. And I was like, you think you're something. You're, I was like, you think you're something. I was like, all right. Anyways, I beat the fucking dog. Oh, he rage quit. Once I decided that I was going to make an example out of him, I never allowed him to even touch the ball. Like he'd go for it, and I'd bump his car so that he would just miss it, or I would basically let him know that at no point is he in control. This is the game I play. It's the only game I play. I don't play. Yes, new round, different player. It was some random guy, but it's one on one. You know, you can do 2-on-2 or 3-on-3, and this is soccer. You can also play hockey or basketball or whatever, but I'm playing soccer. But you drive your car and you hit the ball, and not only that, but you have rocket boost. Your car has rocket boost, so it can fly through the air and hit the ball. It's very hard game. Most people don't play it because of how coordinated you have to be. It's the only game that entertains me. Like, you can't. Not anybody can play this game. Most people don't because you have to have such spatial awareness. And like, I'm upside down. I gotta switch and shoot inverted. I gotta know how long it takes for the ball to like grab. I have to factor in gravity, how quickly the ball is going to drop. I have to time it, how far away I am from the target, how away he is, time the distance between the two. And then you got to know the mechanics. Am I still recording? Yeah. Christina helped me with my laptop, and I don't know why, but that made me so happy. It really did. Little things. Right. Well, this is going to be a good trip for her. She hasn't been home in shit half her life. She's only 38. She hasn't been home in 15 years. She was a kid last time she was home. She's had to watch her hometown burn down, this and that, you know. So this is like a healing journey for her. It'd be like if I hadn't been home in 15 years. I don't know. I think everybody left. I mean, you have to understand the grandparents were the anchor point, and they died. So, and it's hard to have a house in California because even a shit little house like yours would be worth $600, $700, $800. In California, your house, that much land as you got, yeah, you're looking at around 750,000 easy. Which is a fucking crime. That your house is worth half of 80% of a millionaire. You really are. I ain't kidding you. And I'm telling you what, they would put that fucking basement to use, buddy. Let me tell you. I don't think they have basements in California, though. A lot of places don't have basements. Well, yeah. When you get close to the coast, it says you don't have to go very deep to hit water. You can't have a submersible fucking structure. It says a fucking Sea World. So. Yeah, I do the same thing. You know, I'm starting to be able to isolate the different parts of your DNA that I have. I'm able to isolate your genes. Like, no, I get that from mom. I used to attribute all the negative shit to dad, and I'm like, nah, I think mom owns this one. Like anything that Kristen and I share is clearly your trait. Yeah, I don't know why. Well, that's because you have that fucking old chewing tobacco Helga with fucking picture of her and a sledgehammer, all 360 pounds of her, and a beard, a bearded lady. Yeah, I don't know, man. Your mom is a piece of work. That's all I know. When I look at your baby pictures, I see somebody that I could love very easily and want to protect. So I used to look at my dad's baby pictures when he was, and he was such a goofy little shit with all them sisters, and I'd be like, stupid faces he'd make, and I'd just be like, don't beat his ass. I'm like, I would bully him a little bit. I'd probably bully him. I don't know where the majority of my personality comes from. Farrington or Crawford? Not exactly sure. Well, no. I mean, yeah, it's the military version of me, but it's still me. You know what I mean? I got 18 seconds on the clock. We're tied 4-4, and I just hit kickoff. And I'm about to end the game. Psych. Keep it going. It's like we're going into overtime. I could have won it. I tried to do a fancy shot. I got away from it. It's like, you need to try.